Hello, Leos. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to your monthly reading. Oops, got a cord here in the way. Sorry about that. One second. I'm recording these unlisted live to save some room on my hard drive that is quickly filling up. So hopefully, let's get this out of the way. What is going on here? It just doesn't want to. My cords and stuff. Sorry, you guys. Oh my goodness. So, how are you all doing? I hope you Leos are doing amazing. I am here to do a monthly reading for you. Let me just adjust my camera here. I hope that you're all doing well, that you're staying strong and in your beautiful energy. This is your season. It's been amazing. So thank you guys for tuning in with me and for being who you are, for just being the amazing, powerful beings of love that you are, co-creation, fire, inspiration, charisma. Put this to the side. So I just pulled a postcard from Spirit and a little self-love card to start the reading. I'm just going to intuitively do some tarot and oracle cards for you guys this month, and know that this reading is timeless. So whenever you're tuned in is when you're meant to see the message, receive the message. So the message begins with, I trust and know that all is well in my world. Okay, Leo. Divine right action is guiding me every moment of the day. I know that whatever the outcome is, it is perfect for me and everyone concerned. So this is beautiful. This is really tuning into your higher self and aligning with what is best for the highest good of all, and you're included in that, okay? So you trust and know that all is well in your world and in the world. So let's see what your postcard from Spirit is. On the front, it says, you shine brightly, which is beautiful because I just did Virgo's reading and it was all about shining their light, shining bright like the sun that they are. So you shine brightly, and look on there is the moon. Isn't that beautiful? The symbology behind that, the sun and the moon. It says, dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful, praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let Spirit move through you and comfort you. Add meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. There's the message, all is well. You trust and know that all is well. In here, look at, you got that twice, right in the beginning. All is well is your message, okay? No matter what's happening, know that all is well, Leo. Okay, it's all divinely guided. It's all meant to be this way. There are no accidents or coincidences. You can never make the wrong decision. Ultimately, you're always making the right choices for you, and whatever is perceived as a negative is actually a lesson or a challenge and growth that will serve you moving forward in some way, okay? So let's get some tarot for you beautiful Leos and see what's going on this month for you. So the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Devil. Look at that. So this right away feels like you are being asked to face some fears in your life, or some programs, some limiting programs or beliefs that were rooted in fear consciousness that, you know, it's beyond your control. These are aspects of yourself that you came into this life to experience that are rooted in fear consciousness or the illusion of love, in order for you to have an experience, a time that creates you to go within, I guess. An opportunity is created to go within and really dive into your soul. The wisdom, the innate wisdom and intelligence within you that is been within you since the beginning. It's always there. So you may be feeling kind of emotional or just out of sorts with your emotions. It may be creating you to feel things you haven't felt for a while. Maybe like being more inward in terms of like feeling. I feel like you're there's an energy here of like avoiding going within. And so if you're in a if things are happening, okay, and these energies, these patterns, these false beliefs from the past are presenting themselves, it has you feeling like you can't isolate yourself, you can't get away, like it makes you emotional and like moody and kind of grouchy. Okay, so this is a recognition that if you're feeling like all is not well, if you feel like things are off, it's a signal to go within and really get in touch with your emotions. Right now, your emotions are calling for your assistance in growing and strengthening and becoming more stable and balanced in your life. And that requires you to go within. And so it's a good thing. It's like a period of time that if you don't go within, you're going to experience more of what you don't want, okay? So let's see what else your higher self wants you to know. Yeah, so this is the fear-based thoughts and programs that are not rooted in the truth of unconditional love. This is the ego versus the soul in terms of your mental realm. In your mind, you may have thoughts, the ego's trying to convince you that, to stick with the things that aren't right for you, but your soul's like, we're not doing that. It's like if it were true for me, I would feel content, I would feel satisfied, I would feel in connection with I would feel good. And so that it's not for you because it doesn't make you feel good. And so there's this opportunity to release anything, any sort of thoughts or programs or beliefs or ideas or situations or relationships, anything that is rooted in fear. This is your opportunity to release it, to cut it out, to let it be, to learn from it, to grow. And there may be those people or situations that aren't at the same point in their journey, because the wisdom of the hermit is knowing that we each have our own unique journey and it doesn't look like anyone else's. No one walks in our shoes, we don't walk in theirs, and our higher self is guiding each of us individually. And so the most important thing to realize is that the only thing you have control over is your own self and your own journey. And so it's important for you to connect with your soul and allow it to guide you. And when you do that, you realize and recognize that everyone has that ability, and we don't need to go around telling anyone how to live or what to do, and nobody needs to do that for us. It brings us out of victim mode into complete empowered co-creator mode, where we know ultimately we are in charge of our path. And so I see that happening to you. You had enough of it, you're cutting it out. You're like, I'm cutting my losses, I'm done with any sort of fear-based thoughts or consciousness. I don't even want to entertain it. And if it means that it's gone for good, fine, because if it's meant to be, it will. So there's this like battle between the soul and the ego within yourself. And as you continue to feed the love, then it just starts to dissipate. You move into a Six of Swords energy, where it's like you're moving forward no matter what, and the energy of fear slowly begins to dissolve and move out of your reality, where as you embrace love moving forward. Okay, it's the initiation into love, true unconditional love out of the fear, which is what you always came here to do. You were meant to experience this. Okay, so there's a new beginning here. There's a leap of faith that your soul is wanting you to take. So it's preparing you for that. It's preparing you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, to trust your higher self, the divine wisdom of the universe. And once you connect with your emotions and your soul, like so strong, like you have that connection, it's just like boom, you reach that 0 point. There's no going back. It's not, you won't forget, it's like you just keep moving forward, and you'll come into an energy where you know what your intuition's guiding you to do, and you'll be ready to take that leap of faith. Love will never force you to do something before you're not ready. That's the ego. So the soul is very patient. It has all the time in the world. It has no problem coming in last or being considered wrong or crazy or whatever. It doesn't care, because it knows ultimately that it knows the truth. The wisdom is that the soul's guiding and all is well, and it's guiding you towards what you're meant to, and others may not understand it because they're not meant to be on that path. So let them judge or think whatever they want. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect you anymore because you're aligned with your, you know, the true source. So you know that it's honest with you, it's guiding you, it's not going to let you down, it's going to take you right where you need to go. And so you'll be ready to just leap off the cliff of love and with your, you know, companions in the unseen, and you're just going to go for it. Okay, so this is beautiful. It's all preparation for what's coming. And we've, yeah, look at this, the Page of Rods. So here's you're feeling the inspired fiery energy now begin to just take root and be the main focus in your world, because you've let go of the things that were keeping you from seeing it so clearly. So now you're able to manifest it. Now you're able to say, okay, this is what I'm doing. You're able to speak it to the universe. Yes, universe, this is what I want. Okay, let's visualize this. You're visualizing, you're manifesting through your voice, you know, because now you're actually speaking these divine thoughts that are inspired through your voice into the ethers, which, you know, love is telepathic, so it's connecting you to what's meant for you. And this is a time of learning and of growth and of embracing that attitude of being a student and being open to the guidance of the universe, like fully like a child, and being in that energy of wonder and awe and like excitement, and this is going to be an adventure and I have no idea what's up ahead. As you know, he's like in the desert, it's all just, you know, open and bland and there's not much life, but his wand has life growing on it. He's headed in that direction. He's got that energy of youthfulness. He's ready to, you know, quench the thirst of his curiosities and pursue his wildest heart's, you know, adventure. He's got the courage, he's got the fire, and he understands that he's also a little bit naive, that he doesn't understand everything, and that's okay, because your higher self, when you're in that connection, you realize you don't need to know everything, and there's no way you could. You just know that you're going to know everything you need to know every moment by moment moving forward. Okay, so let's get some advice from the tarot here. The Hanged Man. Okay, so Leo, this is a time for you to observe, to pull back your energy from any sort of situations, relationships, or environments that have you feeling that just aren't in alignment with you. Okay, allow yourself instead to pull back and observe things, and to shift your perspective, to see things from a new angle, and recognize that ultimately you have the power. You're choosing what you're aligning with, you're choosing what you're engaging with. So when you intentionally choose to pull back and say, I'm not engaging with that anymore, you're able then to observe how your energy shifts and changes, and how that changes your whole trajectory in your path. Whereas if you just react and jump in, it's like you don't get to have that chance to observe. So this allows you to stay in alignment with your integrity. If you don't feel like it's something in alignment with your integrity, intentionally pull back and do not respond. Wait until you have like that 100% knowing that this is something you want to respond to, because in between that time, you'll see things from a new perspective, and you'll gain like a deeper awareness and insight to the whole situation, and also your participation in it. You know, is my engagement or participation in this particular energy benefiting me and the highest good of all, or is it hurting me and the highest good of all? And you're just gonna know. Okay, but it's like that intention to allow yourself to observe it and not jump to conclusions, to give yourself a moment to see the whole picture before you make your decision on something. Okay, that's going to allow you to feel your emotions. Does this, and to be honest with yourself about your emotions, does this really make me feel like my best self? Does this make me feel empowered? Does this make me feel like I can grow and expand? Or does this make me feel small or little, or like I'm not growing? Does this put me in a box? Does this make me feel, you know, it's like you're going to know. And it's because you're allowing yourself a chance to feel it and observe it without, you know, being so quick to decide. Okay, and this is all divinely guided. It's meant to happen for you at this time so that you can gain this awareness and grow and expand. Okay, Leo. So let's get you some oracle cards. Ascended Masters, Twin Flame. Okay, so you may be recognizing that you're a divine counterpart, and this frequency of unconditional love, as you feel this connection and this divine love that you know you're destined to be, in union with and harmony with, that you're a twin flame, that you're attracting your twin flame. It's that frequency of unconditional love. It's that activation of it. And as that activates, as you begin to say yes to that journey and to being true to who you really are, the love surges through you and your gifts activate, and it brings up all the subconscious fear-based programming that needs to go in order for you to fully embody your true authentic self. And so that's why these challenges come up and we see them like, why is this happening to me, you know? But it's happening in order for you to release it, and it served you at some point in order for you to become who you really are. It helped you see what you're not, so that you can fully embrace and embody who you really are. It's the only way to know, by being what you're not. You know, you figure out who you are. So you're also attracting your own twin flame into your reality. And really, this is, you know, you are a twin flame. You are your own soul. And so as you really embody that authentic frequency or signature, that is then mirrored in your external reality. So true, in all truth, the people that you begin to really connect with are your twin flames, or your mirror souls, your divine counterparts, your soulmates, your, you know, they just come in different forms. So, but it also is your true love, you know, the one you're meant to be with as well. So, like, to do life with, have the adventures with, you know, who do you want to have adventures with? You know, if you're happy on your own having adventures by yourself, then you only want to be with those who are like you, and it's easy and effortless like it is for yourself, right? So you're releasing the things that aren't complementary to you anymore in order to embrace what is. And I just think that's so beautiful. Let's get one more Ascended Masters. Work your magic, Leo. Look at this. Work your magic, okay? Let me see what Saint Germain has to say. I haven't looked in this book for quite some time. I'm feeling guided to share more messages from different loving sources here. So Saint Germain isn't a Catholic saint, but a count from the French region called Saint Germain. He was known as the Wonder Man of Europe during his lifetime in the early 1700s. Saint Germain was renowned for his magical abilities to give gems and fountain of youth-like elixirs to his many friends. He was a virtuoso musician and linguist who was beloved by royalty and blue-collar workers alike. Saint Germain helps light workers who wish to work toward world peace and bring about integrity and honesty in governmental and other systems. It says you have the power to resolve the situation you're inquiring about. This card signifies your untapped magical abilities, which you've used successfully in the past. Pull these abilities out of storage and use them to work your magic now. Your clear and focused intentions, positive expectations, prayers, decrees, and action steps all create the healing and manifestations you desire. So decide clearly what you will and won't accept in this situation, as your clarity will bring immediate results. Have steady faith in a positive outcome, and study alchemy and manifestation principles, okay? So the more you dive into your spiritual nature, your esoteric nature, the magical wisdom that's within you, okay, it's just going to carry you forward. It's going to become your new focus. You're not even going to have an awareness anymore necessarily of the devil energy in terms of being in your everyday life. It's just, it's there in reality, but it's not going to be something that you're faced with every day in your own personal reality. You're going to be focused on your magic and your love, and that's going to be filling your days. Okay, it's about understanding that, yeah, your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen. So remind yourself to be in gratitude and say thank you for the things that are, the blessings that are on their way, you know, regardless of what things look like right now. Like, just really allow yourself to get in that mode so that you can manifest effortlessly. Okay, let's pull you a messenger oracle. Make the sacrifice, number 27. Wow. Let's show you this card. Make the sacrifice. Can you see it? It's like a black dragon holding a skull, a human head. What a beautiful card. dark, but you know, this is embracing the dark. This is embracing the devil energy too, and making the sacrifice. You know, that it's very tempting, it's very satisfying to the ego. There's a lot of fun to be had in the realms of darkness, right? It's like, but truly you are divine. And so it's never going to be a satisfying energy. It's fun to experience, and it's there for a reason to teach us. But at some point, the soul's ready to expand and grow and really embody the divinity within it to express. And so make the sacrifice. Let's read this card to you guys. Number 27, okay? You will not achieve the outcome you desire if you're unwilling to act upon your intentions. It is not as simple as wanting something to happen or believing that it will happen. You have to make it happen, and to make it happen requires that you be willing and ready to do whatever is necessary, no matter the sacrifice. For everything you desire, you must give of yourself in return. And that's the hanged man energy as well. It's seeing things from a new perspective. It means sometimes we make a sacrifice. It's like you know, it's like if you're at a great job, and I'm just going to use this as a general example, but it's like having a great paying job in a corporate office, and it has good benefits, and it's pretty neutral, and you don't have any real problems, but maybe you're like deathly bored, like you're just going to die sitting there because you're not stimulated in any way. Well, maybe the sacrifice is, you know, leaving that job in order to pursue your dreams, which means for a time you might be financially having to make some adjustments and scale back a little bit. But in the long run, it's going to bring you joy. So the sacrifice would be leaving that job behind, even though it was a great job and supported you. And maybe your employee, you know, your coworkers and stuff didn't want you to go. But it was for the highest good of you and everyone involved, because now you're moving into something where you can share your gifts with the world and yourself. So it's like fulfilling to you and everyone. And maybe for a year you have to eat peanut butter and jelly, you know, but eventually you get back into the flow when you're focused, right? So whatever sacrifice this is to you, you'll know how it resonates in your world. So I'm going to pull a divination of the ancients and then a sacred wolves card for you guys for this message. So let's get you some divination magic here. Okay, Ogam nature. This is beautiful. This is about really tuning into your intuitive instincts and following the guidance of your higher self through synchronicity, through signs from nature, and learning how to divine, you know, with the physical reality. So it says, the mystery of old ways beckons. Tap into the ancient wisdom of the ancestors and connect with the magic of nature. Embrace the delicious warmth of the sun. Breathe in the purity of the air. Feel the earth under your feet and cleanse yourself in streams and rivers. Remember you're part of the natural world. Through your lifetimes, you've accumulated great knowledge. Now seek the wise teachings of the trees. They are the wisdom keepers who have stood by silently, witnessing every detail of passing centuries. Spend time outside with these gentle giants. They hold the keys to your past. Allow them to unlock the remembrance you hold deep within. You are ready to be unleashed. My hand doth run across the bark of tall trees standing tall and stark. Memories of old, now rebirthed, ancient signs, answers unearthed. You have Druid, pagan, or Celtic connections through your bloodline and or past lives. Time to awaken your magical abilities. Okay, there's another affirmation. Your soul calls you to spend more time outside in nature. Study the Ogam. Become more environmentally aware. Okay, so it says that seemingly timeless, the Ogam's origins continue to baffle scholars. Theories range from the belief that it was invented in Philippine Gaul around 600 BC by Gaulish Druids, to the idea that the earliest Irish Christians developed the practice, to the concept that Irish Druids used the Ogam as a secret code against the Romans. The Ogam is truly divining with nature, and it's something that baffles scholars because it's not a scholarly type of energy. It's intuitive. It's something that we're all connected to if we so choose. It's our internal guidance system, because nature is, we are nature. So you develop your own language with nature through your higher self showing you. The trees do speak to you, so connect with the trees. If you just intentionally connect with the tree, like, hi tree, I'm so and so. I'm going to sit under you and just meditate for a moment. And if you want to share some divine wisdom with me, great. And when you're sitting there breathing, I would love to hear your guys' feedback of what messages come in through your beautiful divine mind, because so many profound wisdoms come through when you sit under the trees, because the trees are very conscious and they are the wisdom keepers. They are able to, all the akashic energy, the etheric energy, it's all information, and they're able to hold that information, and they want to share it with humanity. And that's how it works. It's a consciousness. When you're sitting there, it comes in through a thought form download, a package of thoughts that come into your mind seemingly out of nowhere, but really it's a transference of energy and intelligence from one divine aspect to another. Unconditional love is telepathic. So the only way to truly tune in to telepathy and to nature and all of that and understand that you're connected is to make that self-initiated choice to choose unconditional love, authentic and who you really are. And that is the only way. That's why they say all great secrets are kept hidden, or it's like they're all within you. Every person has to go in within themselves. There's no other way. We can't save each other in that sense. We can inspire each other to go within, but that is, you're being guided to connect with what's true and real, and to see things from a new perspective, that you've always been connected, and that everything that's happened has been divinely orchestrated. There is no accidents, okay? Start to tune into nature, and you're going to see the magic and how it all is orchestrated, and you'll understand why you had to experience certain things, because you're a part of transmuting that energy, transforming it from that fear-based consciousness into love. Whatever program or belief that it was will no longer be alive and existing, in a sense of like acting out and playing out in humanity, because you as the medium or the conduit have chosen not to keep engaging that energy. And so one by one in the collective, if we do that, if we all embraced unconditional love, the whole world would change overnight. And I'm not saying it will, I don't know if it ever will. All I know is you've got to do what feels right for you. So we got free from judgment, free to love. I feel like this is the card for you from Sacred Rebels. This card also came out though, the power of attraction, number 13. So this is beautiful because it's it's the mirror souled aspect. It's the choice to be who you really are, and then it's very similar to the twin flame. I love that it's a 13 because it's kind of like that illusion type energy where you have to really go within in order to be who you really are. And so I'm feeling like this is just affirmation to the message. I'm going to read this one, free from judgment and free to love, which I'm really feeling for you guys, number 39. So let's see what the Sacred Rebels message. I love Alana Fairchild. She has the most amazing decks. She also does the Rumi deck, and her channeled messages in here are just, they're so beautiful. I'm just feeling guided to share them with you guys. And so I hope that you're enjoying them. So it says, imagine a world so infused with bliss, love, and wonder that you naturally and always feel as safe as a nourished, cherished baby in the arms of the Universal Mother. Life mothers us with kindness, and sometimes when we need it to grow, through challenge as well. Accepting this mothering in its gentle and fierce faces can be difficult at times, yet there are those brave enough in spirit to go forth onto their path with absolute trust in the Universal Mother. Some are even part of her plan to help mother others. They too can surrender fear and live more freely. The oracle comes with a message for you. You are learning about mothering and being mothered. You might not do this in a typical way. It might be through bearing children, but it could also be through adopting children, raising children, or otherwise taking care of children and loving them as they were your own, as if they were your own. You might also be learning how to mother on a rather different scale, working with groups, communities, causes, or purposes that need your devotion, your energy, your belief in their value, and your willingness to be the wild tigress or the supportive shoulder to lean upon in order to bring those worthwhile groups to life. You may also be an aspect of the Universal Mother on a spiritual level. Some people do that Some people that do this are male, some are female. Some have children and some do not. Some are healers and some work in seemingly more ordinary professions. They have a mothering aspect in common and they love and respect life. They believe in life, are moved by compassion, and are genuinely encouraging and respectful of people. Rather than taking perverse delight when someone stumbles, they want to help. They are ordinary people with an extraordinary natural tendency to nurture life around them. That's me, you guys. I'm so like that. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are amongst the Universal Mother's special clan of nurturing spirits that help to honor life on this planet. You're also being asked to open up to receive more nurturing. You can do this for yourself. You can also choose to open up and allow others to nurture you. It might make you feel a little vulnerable at first, especially if you are not used to doing this, but you don't have to worry. You will get used to valuing yourself enough to know that needing love and affection from another is an opportunity not only for you to receive, but for someone else to give, which involves them being received too. If you are tired and have been taking care of everyone else, then take some time to shift the pattern and allow life to support you too. The Universal Mother helps the helpers so that they can keep helping. It works rather well for you. It works rather well, you see, for those that give so much too also receive abundantly. If you've been asking life for a solution to a specific difficulty you've been having, this oracle comes with the message that a solution is in gestation right now. The situation is already being sorted out, and the resolution will come to fruition very soon. Hold tight and wait for the imminent birth of that resolution. This is also a confirmation. If you're interested in working with children, the inner child, with art therapy, for emotional healing, or any sort of uninhibited creative expression that helps dislodge social conditioning and open one up to more spontaneous feeling-based existence, well, this is right in alignment. Yes, go ahead and the Universal Mother is supporting you, and you cannot get a more powerful ally. This oracle also brings a message about love. You may find that you are loving or soon will love in a different way. You may worry about this love given that it defies what you've known or have been taught about love. Perhaps you're becoming able to love another tremendously even though you don't have much of a personal relationship with them. You might question if this love is real. It is real. It is just happening at a different level to love and attachment you experience when you are involved in a personal relationship with someone. It is not more or less, it is just a different facet of love. It may be that you are opening up to love the planet and her creatures, including the animals, the ocean-dwelling life, your own body, the trees, and so on, more than before. You may feel passionately purposeful about giving your time and energy to causes that protect and nurture the earth and her creatures. You are affirmed in this love too. The Universal Mother is operating through you to nurture life. She will support you in your work so that you can continue to come from love and not become drained, depleted, or lost in despair or fear of futility. Instead, you will be energized and expanded by your dedicated service to life. Finally, this oracle has a message for those who may be feeling alone or lonely and in need of greater nurture from others. You are asked to stop, relax, center, and settle into your body to feel your connection with life itself. The air in your lungs is the same air that moves the trees. The water in your blood is the same water that fills the oceans and is moved by the phases of the moon. The flesh of your body is the same substance as the body of the earth itself. The heat in your digestive system is the same fire and heat as that from the sun. Feel this connection, then do something nice for another without agenda. Make a donation, even just a small one. Smile, say a prayer, send out a good thought, or make a wish for another. That's it. You have connected to life again, and in doing so, life can connect with you, and so it shall, okay? Wow, I'm feeling this is such a beautiful, I'm going to put the healing process up here for you guys to take a screenshot if you want the healing process. Make sure I get it on properly. If you want to take a screenshot of it, that goes along with this card. Okay, you guys, I think this is beautiful. Allowing that nurturing energy to come in and support you. And that's, you know, the Queen of Cups here. It's like whatever you're experiencing, allow it. It may be that, you know, you have issues with your own mother from childhood, and so this is an energy that's healing those aspects, you know, that had you feeling fearful or not quite in alignment with who you were. And so, you know, it's not always like that we have to have healing with that direct connection or whatever. The universe, this energy of unconditional love will always come in and heal in the most beautiful ways, however we require. And so just trusting the process and reconnecting with life and the physical reality in your true authentic self, free from judgment and all of that, is just this so beautiful, Leo. So know and trust that all is well in your world. I trust and know that all is well. Divine right action is guiding me every moment of the day. I know that whatever the outcome is perfect for me and everyone concerned, okay? So thank you guys. That is your reading. If you want to receive a personal reading from me, I would be so honored. You can visit my website at crystalyn.love. Just check out the links down below. My Patreon. I'll be on Patreon more this month. I plan on being more active over there for like behind the scenes, personal type of things, and the beautiful souls that gather there. We are truly embracing co-creation to, you know, as much as it wants to expand and grow. And so I just feel really grateful to be tuned into that group. I also have my Etsy shop that I'll be adding to here very soon. But I do have a few things over there. So I just want to thank you guys for all your love and support, all of your donations and super chats on my live. I'm just so grateful, you guys. It's allowing me to take this full time. And so I'm so grateful that you guys are out there and that I'm here for you, and we can just walk forward together in love and be the amazing co-creators that we came here to be. So thank you for being you and for all that you are and shine in this world. And I will see you guys again next month for another monthly. So, and I'll see you on the live daily too. And the pick card, I'll still do those at times as well. Who knows? I'm just following my guidance, and so are you, and all is well. And you know, we're all in this together. So thank you for being a beautiful divine reflection, and I'll see you guys again very soon. My infinite love as always. Peace in, peace out.